On this episode of Sean's Garage, we're back on my Chevy Silverado Duramax, and she's hot. Time for some steps. That's getting old. Alright, welcome back. It's Sean's Garage. I'm your host, Sean. And today we're back on my Chevy Dirty Max Silverado. Got this truck a few years ago. Well, not even a few years ago, last year. And it came with some running boards the guy pulled off his other truck. I don't know, the guy didn't like running boards or something, I don't know, but he gave me these ones, you know, the stock ones, but some of the hardware was missing. So I got on the old Amazon or Rainforest app and was gonna order just a bolt kit, you know, a hardware kit for it. You can't buy just a hardware kit, apparently. At least I couldn't find one. You had to get the brackets and everything. I don't need the brackets. And even for all that, it was 150 bucks. So I said, well, let's see what else there is. So for 300 bucks, I get everything that I need and some pretty snazzy ones. Well, I don't know about snazzy, but you know, I mean, they're decent. I was thinking they were just going to be straight powder coat, shiny powder coat, but I mean, they got the textured finish. It's fine. It'll be all right. And so I picked those up for 300 bucks. So might as well have some style, you know. Instead of spend 150 bucks, put old crap on. Might as well spend 300 and put some snazzy crap on. So that's what we're going to get on today, so stay tuned. Alright, here we go. I've already done the passenger side, which turns out to be the harder side, but passenger side's on. Alrighty, so now I'll give you a little preview of that side, since it is different. This kit is set up to go on trucks with DEF and regular. This truck doesn't have DEF. It was before the DEF mandate. So all right, these brackets here, I want to zoom back. These are the back two, the ones closest to the rear. They're the same. They bolt up there, and then the bar bolts there. Same on this end, just like that. Now the front two are different. This is the second from the front. This is a bracket, and it bolts to a threaded spot that's already there. You don't need a clip. There's already a bolt there. Probably need to clean it up, clean the threads out like I did. And then this bolt goes through the pinch weld, and there's a welded nut on top here. And then this bracket bolts there as well, bolts to the side, just like that. Okay, same deal on the front bracket. Bolts through. It's a two-piece bracket and bolts through the pinch weld to a welded nut on top right here. But at the top, all it does is there's a hole there, and this bracket has a hook, and it hooks into the that hole there. So that's pretty much it. And then your bar bolts in like that. On the driver's side, all the brackets are the same. They're all the same as the two rear on the passenger side. So it's pretty easy. But here you'll have, this is one of those threaded certs. May want to run a thread cleaner. I don't have them. I'm just gonna be careful and run a tap. Do that one. Same with this one. You'll know which spot to put it in because there's a hole right below it in the pinch weld. You'll see a spot here, but there's no hole at the pinch weld. So that's how you know where the placement of your brackets are. Here, there's going to be a thread cert that slides in here and over this hole, and then you have the hole at the bottom at the pinch weld. Same there. So I need my flashlight, but I don't know, it's pretty lit. So we'll grab those thread certs real quick. It's not a tight fit, they just kind of float there. So this is all the hardware. This is all the hardware. Most of these, you'll need a couple of the bigger ones, with a couple of the washers and lock nuts. On the passenger side, for those double brackets, and then everything else bolts the running board to the brackets of this. That's for these larger size. The smaller size here, these go here. The smaller size that I got here, these are to bolt the brackets to the underside of the truck. And these are the two thread certs that I was talking about. They give you a couple extras because I think maybe it's different on some other years, but for this year I only need 2 on the passenger side and 2 on the driver's side. So we'll pop those in real quick. And here, the nut part goes inside, so it squeezes it. See if I can do it without dropping it. Well, I dropped one inside on the other side, and it took me a half an hour to dig it out. Ooh, just like that. So just let it hang. I mean, if you can get it to stay up there, that's good, but it probably won't. No, it's staying there for now. It'll probably drop. We'll do this one. Same thing. Just like this. That, we'll just let it hang for now, and then when I get the brackets up, I'll just swing it up and two-hand it and try to put it in. So now I'm going to put the brackets on, and you put them on loose, put everything loose until you get it all totally assembled so the brackets can move around. And then once everything's done, the board's on and everything, then you go through and tighten everything up. Alright, so let's get the brackets on. All right, here we go. Got all the brackets bolted up. See if it'll focus. Kind of got some light shining through, but gives you an idea. It's a little better. Yeah, that's the one with the clips that you add. With the clips that you add facing out like that. This one's threaded. It's already got the threaded spot. Same with this one. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, just like that. And then you bolt it in at the pinch weld. Alright. So now, directions say get a buddy, but I can't get the wife out here. So she's not going to come out here. So I'm going to show you how to do it one-on-one. I'm sure she would come out here if I really wanted to, but I think I can do it myself. Alright, I got all the hardware laid out. I got a couple jack stands set up. Since that end's a little higher, I'll start down there. I'll put one bolt in down here and one down there, and that'll hold it up long enough. Like I said, all the brackets are loose. Bolt, washer, there, washer, lock washer, and a nut. Yeah. With the jack stands. So that's pretty much it. 2 bolts for each bracket, and then tighten everything up. All right, there we go. All complete. Now me and the wife can actually step up into the truck without having to jump. So it doesn't look too bad at all. Wheels are painted. Still got to do my caps. I'm gonna get some new lug nuts because those are pretty toasty. But she's coming all right. Coming along all right. One future project I may tackle on this is the driver's front seat. It's pretty tore up. We got a tear there, but the bolster, he sit at an angle. So I'd like to reupholster the front seats get some new carpet. It's pretty trashed. And then fix up this cab corner, and it'll be a pretty decently clean truck. Good enough for towing the camper and the race car around. But till the next time, don't be if you've never done it, don't be afraid to try it, because you ain't gonna learn nothing if you don't try it. But next time, we'll see you next time on Sean's Garage. I'm tired.